I think I was 15 and it was at school, and I was actually boarding at school, so I wasn't at home at the time. I wrote my mother a letter, and obviously I was a little nervous about what the reaction would be. Her reaction actually was, oh, thank goodness, for a moment I thought there was something wrong with you, because I'd never shown any interest in girls, and so she thought maybe there was something wrong with me.
Was there ever a time after that when you only told certain people?
There were some circumstances where I probably didn't make a big thing about it. I used to do a lot of agricultural work during the summer holidays, and actually I went off to after university, I went off to Israel and worked on a kibbutz, and I had absolutely no money, and I sort of hitchhiked my way back across Europe and got into a bit of agricultural work after that. And I didn't go around telling everybody I was gay, but I never sort of I never pretended not to be, if you see what I mean.
That's an important part of being gay to you.
It is an important part. I mean, I think it's true of anybody. If you're going to have any self-respect and dignity, to pretend to be something other than what you are makes it very difficult to respect yourself. On the other hand, I don't think that I need to make a big thing about it most of the time.
Was there a time when you were thinking about going into politics, when you thought, well, it's better if I don't talk about it?
I think there was a moment when I had to decide whether I was going to be predominantly the gay politician in the village, or whether I was going to be a politician who just happens to be gay. And I decided that actually there were things which mattered to me more. It would have been different, I think, if we hadn't had the equalisation of the age of consent, if we hadn't had the decriminalisation of homosexuality. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when it was actually a criminal act. Now, I was only a child at the time, and so it didn't impinge on me, but it was, we've come an enormously long way.
Well, I was going to ask you whether it was easier in the Labour Party than in the Conservative Party, and you're saying no.
I don't know. I'm not a member of the Conservative Party, but we have a gay leader of Suffolk County Council, Conservative, and in fact the last time we had a Pride in Ipswich, which was 5 years ago, Matthew and his partner walked alongside me and my partner in the Pride in Ipswich then. So it's not something that either Conservative councillors or Labour councillors or members of Parliament or anyone else needs to be at all shy about.
And yet, we need something like Suffolk Pride. Why is Suffolk Pride important, do you think?
I think it's important because there are too many young people who do not necessarily feel supported. And I think that's understandable, because actually when you are growing up as a teenager, when you are thinking about whether or not to tell your parents, tell your friends, tell your people you're working with or people at school or university, that's when you need to know that there are plenty of other people out there alongside you, and not just actors, not just singers, all sorts of different people. There is nothing special about what role you have to play if you're a gay person in this country anymore.
Sandy Martin, thank you.